Is it working now? Hey, it seems like, oh, sorry guys. The house internet sometimes goes off. Although not usually at this hour, it's usually around 1 o'clock. Thanks for hanging in there. Oh, people clipped a blind contour art drawing. How funny. Huh. Pay the bill. See you later, 22 vanilla cupcakes. Brian Denham, the bagel bandit, took the route. Now, Brian Denham, also a comic book professional. Are you working? You just like staying up late? Was machst du jetzt? Was machst du jetzt, mein Freund? Don't you live like Phoenix or more east? Guten Morgen, Mr. Dibbler. I want to get into using a brush and ink. Any tips? Yeah, ink a lot. The only way you get better is to just ink. Use the brush so much that it feels like a big pen, a ballpoint pen in your hand. At the end of the day, if you use it a lot, it won't feel like you're drawing onto nothing, which is how it initially feels. I was hoping Scott Williams would be inking. Du verdammter Fun. Is that right? Sagt man das? You know, I'm gonna redo this zip seam line in white. I'm working on some commissions. I also work at Antarctic Press. I'm working on She Trump and Barack Panther for Barack Panther. That's awesome. Guys, give Brian Denham a follow. I've known Brian for a long time. Brian used to be at Extreme, correct? Where do you live now, Brian? Yeah, where do you live now, Brian? I wanted to say Phoenix, but I think it's more East Coast. Girl Lantern. I finally found you in chat. Welcome in. Like como era bellissima. Molto bello lago. Sketchbook art. Can you tell us how it feels to be the goat, Jim? Inquiring minds want to know. I feels tired. It's a loaded question. Meaning that if I answer, I'm acknowledging that what you said is true. So I'm gonna answer your question without acknowledging the contents of what you said. In that I would dispute your analysis, because if I were truly the goat, I would not be here at 4 in the morning, unable to find a bagel to nosh on, using a crappy old brush, trying to make it do things that it long ago ceased to have the ability to do. KB Bradshaw, welcome in. Yeah, maybe you guys are the goats. Can I tell you? All right. I think it's dangerous for anyone to think they're the goat. It's maybe the snail. No, it's dangerous to think you're the goat, and I'll tell you what. Not just to even think it, to feel it. It's just dangerous. It's not a good. It's not a healthy attitude. And I'll tell you what. I have a day job as publisher, so I go in, and I want to be judged on my choices, my ability to lead, business acumen, creativity, all that good stuff. If you rely on, hey, I'm the goat of drawing, whatever, I mean, it has no application. Similarly, in life, you're trying to parent your kid, give them advice. If you go, hey, listen to me, I'm the goat, so your opinion doesn't mean anything, right? Next to my life experiences, and so you have to listen to me. How can you argue with the goat? That's not going to fly. It doesn't work. Okay. So it's actually kind of a shock to me when I go to conventions and I see a lot of people waiting, to meet me or get a signature or whatever. It kind of freaks me out a little bit in that there's a part of me that feels like a little bit like it's a put on, which is a weird feeling to have, I think. But imagine. Okay, here, I'll tell you. I don't know how to describe what the goat part feels like, but let me put you in a situation where you can feel uh, uh, imposter syndrome. Maybe, yeah, yeah. I think that's very common amongst people that achieve some level of success in anything. It's like I didn't deserve it, or if you survive, a battle and other people like why did I get to live kind of thing. But I think it comes down to imagine in your life, your regular everyday life, everything's cool, and then all of a sudden you go to a school function and everyone at the school function just like, oh my gosh, you're here, and they want to get in line, take selfies, all that kind of stuff. But then as soon as you leave that school function, it goes back to the way it was before. That kind of describes that kind of really polarized, like, you know, hoopla versus normality. So you can either adopt the attitude that everyone should treat me with this same level of important hoopla-ness or whatever, and then be very disgruntled with reality, everyday life. Or you can be fully embrace the fact that, you know, you're an everyday citizen, you know. And then every now and then, this kind of weird thing happens where people really are interested in meeting you and listening to you, whatever. So I'm more of the latter. So it takes me like a little bit to kind of make that adjustment and kind of, I don't know if I call it change my personality, but maybe tap into parts of my personality I don't necessarily put on display ever, really. Yeah. So it is weird. But such is life. I think if I were on the road 24/7, even more so than I'm not, like if I did the con circuit for real, where you're at a convention every single weekend, yeah, I think that would definitely start affecting your personality and how you treat others and how you view yourself. I think it would be hard to not let it affect you that way. But I get it in infrequent, I think I consider it to be infrequent doses, whatever you want to call it, so that I never feel completely of that. I don't completely believe it to be me, right? So I don't know what else to say. Jim Lee, go to sleep. Your shoulders, man. What are you talking about? Hunched over. That's because I'm making where the camera is. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Oh crap! We got a lot of raiders. Cryotic is back. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it. Uh, I'll tell you, man. Raiding is fun. I like to always say. Very cool. Hello, guys. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Just the interruption I needed. Wake me up. My shoulders were slumping apparently. Cry rate for sure. I think the last time I got the rate from the same stream, it was pretty late at night. I want to say like 1 or 2 in the morning Saturday. It's awesome, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's a crap load of people. All right, now we should all go pick someone and raid them right now. No, I gotta finish this. For people that are coming in, this is the GOAT channel. Sorry, inside joke. I'm a comic book artist, and I am doing 3 pieces of art for charity, so thank you guys for coming in. We got this one here. It's Catwoman. And she's sporting a massive engagement ring. In the world of comics, Batman and Catwoman are engaged to get married this summer in the issue Batman 50. Kari Inc., hey, how you doing? And then the middle piece is a triptych, so there are 3 pieces that basically line up. So this is the middle piece here. You can see Mr. Scowley, as we like to call him, Batman. So I'm doing the inking, I'm filling in the large shadows. And then on the far right, you have the Joker, and his head's massive. So he's holding a Joker fish, which is like from the animated series, but it's really originally based on an old comic book storyline. Punisher 1911. It was the joke. Just nailed it. Okay. Thank you. Thanks. So, I wonder if there's a way to kind of show... It's kind of hard because these are 11 by 17 boards. So it's a triptych, which is a fancy art term for basically saying it's a mural that's kind of subdivided into 3 parts. It has a consistent Gotham City background that flows through it. I put the moon over here to kind of balance the size of the Joker on the right that's got the fish. And then I'm going to do the backgrounds, make it all like sparkly and twinkly. And these 3 pieces are going to be auctioned off at biddingforgood.com. Biddingforgood.com. If you search for items and look for Jim Lee, Jimlee, you will see these pieces there. The auction ends on Sunday, and they go towards a local school that my kids are. So I do this every year. There's also a tour of DC, the DC offices here, if you are so inclined to bid on that as well. We're here in Burbank, in DC. We're the publishers of Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. Yeah, I had my signal, my internet went down, crashed for about 5 minutes. Yeah, if you want to see the beginning of the stream 5 hours ago, it should be there in my video archives. And then I obviously put on my YouTube channel later at Jim Lee. Do you sketch at shows anymore? Not too much, honestly. I do a panel where I get, I sit in front of an audience and they have a device where I kind of draw and it projects it on the screen behind me. And I'll do requests. I usually do like 1 or 2 sketches and then I give it away for free to people in the audience. which is exactly what I do on Twitch. Usually once a week on Sunday. I have a Sunday morning stream here. California. Start at like 10 in the morning, and stream for like 2 to 3 hours. We give away original art to subscribers at different levels. Every week it's a different class of subs, but it's also open to people that are just in chat, you know. In fact, we can actually do that now while we have 1,800 people. It's a very quick Wonder Woman sketch I did. So, here, hold on, let me stop. So I did, just as a goof, I did, you know, when we rate other people, they pull out their best work and showcase it to the audience. People rate, and I'm pulling out. So this sketch I did with my eyes closed. It's Wonder Woman. This one I did with my left hand. I'm right-handed. And then this one I just did with my right hand. I think I did pretty fast. Okay. So let me just see if I can replicate another one. Okay. Let me put this down here. I'm tired. I can feel it. The line isn't as crisp as I'm used to. So, something like that. And that's like a very quick Wonder Woman. Draw with my foot. I can try, but it's gonna look a lot like my left hand, I think. So, oh, I wasn't even fully in. So I'm gonna quickly give this away. So what I do is, on the stream, I use like Nightbot. We pick a winner, and I mail them the sketch. But they're a little more detailed than this. I just did this one just very quickly. It's like an elaborate signature, really. Yeah, as natural as a signature. So, Skullhead 51X, that's exactly. And in fact, when I was doing the one with my left hand, it was moving very slowly, and I felt like drawing, like I had to really think and try to control the line. This one, it's really, it's a lot of muscle memory, and if there's anything that goes wrong, it's sometimes the placement, the gaps go a little wide because you're just kind of throwing it. I'm not even thinking of where that chin is. It just, my hand just goes there, and sometimes it's big, sometimes it's not. Anyway. Alright, so let's go to Nightbot. Okay. And so to be eligible to win, you just have to type something in chat, but don't spam it. Just one little thing, and you're good. If you spam too much, you get locked out, and it'll be embarrassing because if you win, you won't be able to say it cool or who wants to buy it from me or whatever. Okay. Yeah, just one comment is all you need. And I'll give it a minute or two. Thank you, Ten Sushi. Appreciate it. Where's the bagels? Someone stole those damn bagels from me, man. That was a drag. All right. Good day, mates. Your art in Australia would be cool. Thank you, Tronzone. Shirilla, first artist stream, by the way. Yeah. Hopefully it's interesting. Booyah from France. So, yeah, I'm a comic book artist. I've been doing this for a long time. I started at Marvel, worked on the X-Men, Punisher, co-created Gambit, Omega Red, and then I left, helped found a company called Image Comics, published Wildcats, Gen 13. My partners published Spawn, Youngblood. I think the most famous Image comic, though, is Walking Dead. And then I sold my company to DC/Warner Brothers, and I've been with them since '98. So, created a character called Hush, who is a character in a lot of the Arkham Asylum Batman games. You guys might be familiar with that. Unique Flowbot. Yeah, we had a raid. We had a raid from Cryotic. Came in with like over 2,000 people. It was pretty cool. Bro-tastic Batman. Can't stay too long. Boss coming in at 5 a.m. At least I can draw at work. Sounds good. All right, so here we go. I'm going to roll. We got Kexanar, following since May 4th, 2018. So, Kexanar, congrats. I'm going to send you a whisper, and you can, if you send me your address, I will be mailing you this. Not even in frame. Sorry. I don't normally do pieces at 11 by 17. They're usually smaller, so getting a little thrown off by the proportions. So Kexanar, I'm going to send you a whisper. Okay. But this is what it's going to look like at the end. This is my rough while I do this here. Alright, check your whispers, Kexanar. Just need a name, mailing address, and I'll take care of the rest. Alright. Yeah, I'm working on a charity piece, so it's a triptych, so there are 3 images. The first is Catwoman here. That'll be on the left. She's got the ring on. That one then attaches to... Oh crap, did I lose the stream? No. Yeah. One window showed it. So that attaches to this Batman here, so you can kind of see how it continues. But you would actually frame them separately. It's like a mural piece, but they are connected. And then this Batman one is connected to the Joker, who's got the Joker fish. It's a crazed fish. And so I'm basically spotting the shadows with ink. And then I'll render it. There'll be a lot more like detail to be added, but this is all just like the shadows right here. And I'm working this late. I gotta get to work at 9 in the morning, but the auction ends this Sunday. The pieces are up at biddingforgood.com. And right now, even before these are done, this Batman is up to $2,800. It ends in 2 days and 16 hours. So what is that? It'd be Sunday at 6 in the morning. No, sorry, that's 2 days from now would be 4 in the morning Saturday, 4 in the morning Sunday, plus 16 hours would be 4 in the afternoon, plus 4, so about 8 p.m. Monday, is that right? Did I do the math right? I don't know. The Catwoman is at $2,000. The Joker's at $1,250. If you're a DC Comics fan, there's also a tour of the office. It's currently at $1,100. You come in, you get, show you around. We'll take you out to lunch. I'll take you out to lunch. You get some cool DC swag. We're in Burbank, but we've had people from North Carolina and other states come in for that. So I do this once a year. This will be my 4th year. And it's all for a good cause. It goes to a school my kids go to. So just do it to help them out. Quick Draw 13. No, I'm gonna hit you up in Discord. I haven't sent out the most recent ones. Keep putting it up too high. For those of you who are on Discord, the mods, who's up? Renelephant and I think Kirihiko are here. But aside from being an artist, I'm also a publisher at DC Comics. That's what I do when I said I have to get to work at 9. And so we publish about 70 comics a month, I think, about 25 books. Like I said, I usually stream Sunday mornings, but sometimes during the week I'll stream late at night, which is really the only time I can do it just because of my family. But it's good for those of you who are overseas. I don't draw 70 comics a month. We publish them. So we work with creators all around the world. Well, Bruce Art, thanks for the cheers. Thank you, man. I'll catch you later. Sam Gadget, come to Costa Rica, my home. Have paper, clay, pen, whatever I need for a vacation. That doesn't sound like a vacation. It sounds like you're going to lock me up in your house and force me to draw under the influence of caffeine. Just saying. But I also go out and go to Comic Cons. So the next one I'll be at is Megacon, which is Orlando at the end of this month. There I do like signing sessions. I'll do a panel. We'll do an art giveaway. The next one after that will be San Diego Comic Con. I'll be there for that. And then which is mid-July. Early August is Boston Comic Con. End of September I'll be in Prague for PragueCon. Any of you people, Czech Republic citizens out there. Early October will be New York Comic Con. And then early December, I think the first weekend in December, I'll be in Mexico City for a Comic Con in Mexico. As you can see, comics are pretty international. There's a Comic Con every weekend now. It's pretty insane. Drake's Dark. Right now in DC Rebirth there are 3 Jokers. Which one are you drawing today? Or is it just Joker in general? So the 3 Jokers storyline is something that Jeff Johns, our chief creative officer, came up with. So that's his story to tell, so I can't really share what I know. But this is my Joker. That's the Joker I drew when I worked on Batman Hush. And I think Jeff keenly observed that he's kind of drawn different ways by different people. There's like the Greg Capullo Joker from his run on New 52 Batman. There's the original Joker from back in the day. And he recognized that there was an interesting and super creative story to tell about that kind of explains the discrepancy between all these different Jokers. That perhaps there isn't just one, but that there are, as the title suggests, 3 different Jokers. So, something he's doing with, I don't know if I can say who the artist is, but it'll take a little while to get done, but it'll be worth it. And now you can see this is called dry brush, where just like it sounds, it's a brush that's slightly dry and slightly wet, and you get kind of these gray tones. Although I don't like that gray tone right there, so it's going to go all black. Batman's cleavage. I guess you could. Yeah. Clayman's Joker is pretty awesome. Big fan of his work. SNTS. From Tijuana. It's 4 a.m. Hey, how could it be 4 a.m. It's 4:27 a.m. here. You in like a little pocket dimension time zone or something? Good morning, Julio88. Just looks so easy inking. I hate it. My shading is okay with light sourcing most of the time, but inking it never happy with when I try it. It's just practice, man. The more you do, the more comfortable you get. You know. I do draw a lot. Well, I don't know if I draw a lot. I draw late into the night. Because I have a regular job with regular hours and I've got a family, I really don't have time to do this stuff until pretty late at night. 10, 11, 12, sometimes it starts as late as 1 o'clock. And I'll work till 3, 4, 5 in the morning, sometimes later. And yeah, it can be murder on your sleep schedule for sure. But I'm pretty good about figuring out ways to kind of catch up on sleep. Little mini naps. Well, sometimes it's gotten dangerous. Like, I've fallen asleep at a stoplight. And I woke up because someone was banging on my passenger door window. There was a person in the car behind me. They got out of their car and banged on my window and woke me up. This is like at 7 o'clock. I was driving home from a school function. And right around that time is like when I get the most tired, like sunset, right around after like lunch or dinner time. And he's like, probably thought I was like drunk or wasted or something. He's like, "Are you all right? Are you all right?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm fine." And then I just drove off. Yeah. So I try not to do that too much because that's not good. But yeah, sometimes I'm able to sleep for just like 2 minutes. I'll set the alarm for 2 minutes and I will literally pass out. My eyes will roll up in my head and then the alarm goes off and I feel like I've slept for like half an hour. So this is like some shadowing. Again, it's dry brush. I'm just laying on gray. Definitely not good. Very dangerous, and there have been other situations where just as bad. So I try not to. I take Uber a lot if I have to be somewhere around those hours. Um, and just try to be careful. I mean, not just for my sake. I would hate if I, you know, ran into someone else, right? So it's not just about my safety, but everyone else's. So So once you have all this dry brush down, somewhere some guy's telling his family that he met Jim Lee. Passed out in his car. Yeah. All I can say is I passed out with my foot on the brake pedal. Oh, you know what? No. I take that back. I recognize that this was a possible problem because I would literally kind of have micro blackouts. So at lights, I would put the car into park. I think I was in park. But there have been times where I've kind of fallen asleep with my foot on the brake. Yeah, super dangerous. My wife doesn't like to hear that. Okay. So now I've got alright, so then I take a thinner marker and I start doing some scribbling. Just finding these gray tones in between. Normally I sound a little more enthusiastic about my drawing, but it's 4:30. I think I'm going to work till 5, and then we're going to go raid someone else with 1,000 people or so, and then I'm going to post these up to the auction site so that people, it'll be clearly labeled work in progress, and then I'll finish it definitely tomorrow night, post up the updated images, and the auction will end 2 hours. Let's figure this out. 2 hours 16, no, 2 days 16 hours. So 1 day from now would be 4:30 in the morning Saturday, 4:30 in the morning Sunday. Add 12 hours, it's 4:30 p.m. and then another 4. So yeah, so it's going to end Monday at 8 o'clock. That's a good time. I thought for some reason that they screwed it up and the auction was going to end at like 4 in the morning on Sunday. Like, no one's going to be awake for that. So, and this is a 0.2 marker, it's relatively thin. I'm not too worried about any of the lines I'm putting down now because they're fairly inconsequential for a figure this size. But what happens is that in the cross-hatching you start building up values, textures, and then, right. And at some point I might even go like, screw that, I don't even want to fuss with it. I might go in with a marker and just make it all black. But I'll do that at the very end, if I do it at all. We're an elephant. The auction ends at Sunday at 9 p.m. Really? How could? How? Someone explain it to me. What day is today? Today is Friday at 4:30 in the morning. So 2 days from now would be Saturday 4:30 in the morning, Sunday 4:30 in the morning, and then 16 hours on top of that. Or it's now 15 hours. Can someone else confirm the end time? And not that I don't trust an elephant. But we all know what he's capable of. Okay. Yeah. We used to game until my mods just started killing me, so yeah. We stick to something really safe, much safer, drawing pictures. We're not allowed to have nice things. It says pretty much May 6th, 9 p.m. Okay. See you soon, KB Bradshaw. Well, thank you. Yeah, I think, you know what? Oh, that reminds me. Brad, he's got a new game, a new MMO called Pantheon. He had reached out to me. Crap. Uh, Thank you for the reminder. I forgot to email him back. I think he was talking about us doing more. We don't really game here at this channel and the stream anymore, but we're getting early alpha, actually pre-alpha, or no, maybe it was alpha access to the MMO and just allowed to live stream it. So I think he wanted me to do some more of that. So thank you very much, Author J Mac. Need to reach out. Lady Door has subscribed using Prime. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Thank you, Dragon Jacket. Appreciate it. Totally a fan, TAF. Hey Jim, glad I'm able to catch the tail end of this. I've been a fan since early Wizard Magazine. Awesome, man. We have another one of our mods here. For those of you who are German enabled, Oh, Pity 83, yeah. So, yeah, Pity, which one did you win? Was hast du gewonnen? I can't remember what. Ignite Comics, good morning. Welcome in. It's the morning crew. Correct. Venom. Did someone post Pity? Do you have a screenshot or a JPEG of that? Can you drop it into chat? Gar nichts, gar nichts. Snarl Root. Do you guys know any good beginners resources for learning how fabric folds around the body? Yeah. I'm actually thinking of just recording some videos and then just streaming them after where I just go literally how to draw clothes on a figure, how to draw hands. So I'm not even drawing full sketches. These would be short, 5-minute mini tutorials and then just posting them. How to draw eyes, how to draw hair, how to draw a building, how to draw feet, although that's the last one I'm going to do. Yeah, I did already quick draw, but I think I could do a faster one. Or not, I don't know. I would do it without chat going on. How's that? Because that could, while it's super entertaining, it can distract me from kind of just explaining it very quickly. One thing I've noticed, and it's always been a pet peeve of mine, like on YouTube, is you go on and it's like, hey, how do I fix this wiring problem, or this pool leakage, or faulty battery, or on my car, how to replace it, whatever. There's a video and there's a guy that talks for like 10 minutes before he starts getting into it, and I guess that's what I do when I start my stream. So who am I to complain? I'll talk for like an hour before I even start drawing. But they just don't get to the point. And so I'm thinking, for like clothes, I could just get to the point. I could just say, what you do is you draw your form, you draw your arm, right? Right? And then you take your clothes, basically, if I can find a marker. Did not anticipate this slowdown. There go blue. The clothes essentially rest upon the surface, but anytime there's a high point like that, they will fall down, and that line will go straight until it meets resistance, and then it folds back and forth like that. And then wherever it gets cinched, where there's a joint, you just have like little lines kind of emanate out. And again, there's got tucked in shirt. Right? Sorry, off panel. Right? Cinches here in the crotch. Right? It just bunches up whenever it hits something. So if you have a pant seam, okay, if you've got legs, here's a belt, okay, it bunches up. Let's just do an S. There's a seam line, comes down. That's the easiest way. Let's do a Z or S shape at the bottom. Okay, right? Yeah, Caitlin Starlight, that's right. Or you find out that the video's not really the answer that you're looking for, right? Okay. Kind of draw my own face. How do I draw feet? Okay, you guys are just trolling me now, all right? Like, whatever. What the heck is that? All right. Here's a foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Tendon, tendon, tendon. Here's a German foot. No, this is an Italian foot. Italian foot. German foot. This is an American foot. Whatever, I'm done. Mr. Dibbler, das ist aber nicht nett, Jim. I wear socks with my sandals, please. Let's stop. Stop. I lived in Germany for a couple summers. Actually, a funny sock story. I lived in Italy for an entire year, and I would wear khakis, and I dressed like an American. And the last day, literally, I'm like in a restaurant about to depart back to America after having lived in Italy, a small town, and one of my Italian friends it's like, yeah, you've really changed. You stopped wearing khakis, and I said, yeah, I noticed no one wears khakis in Italy. Everything was just jeans. So I was like, I didn't want to look like I was an unfashionable slob. So I started, but then I said, you guys never wear white socks with dress shoes, because that's what I was doing. And they're like, oh yeah, because that's gross. And they didn't tell me the entire year, but they had noticed. Yeah, so that's my story. So to this day, I only wear dark socks. What's wrong with khakis? I don't know. I'm just telling you. In Italy, it was just I didn't see. No one wore khakis, man. Very few Nikes. It was mostly Adidas. So. Dankeschön, Wabelby. Ich liebe die deutsche Leute. I would never make fun of them. Yeah, so I only have white socks for running, wearing with running shoes. I got rid of all my khakis. But now, the millennials are killing jeans, so I don't know what I'm supposed to wear. Jeggings. Bist du ein Deutscher, Wabelby? Woraus kommst du? And meanwhile, 80% of the stream is like, no more German, please. No German. Shorts. The millennials are killing jeans. It's true. Everything you thought would last forever as you get older, forget it. Old man Jim. You are at war with jeans. Yes, Middleton's 86. Mehr Deutsch. Wir können nur auf Deutsch reden. Aus Stuttgart. Sprichst du Schwäbisch? Stuttgart. Isn't Porsche? Porsche is in Stuttgart. I think everything's BMW, Mercedes-Benz. Tutorial on placing shadows would also be great. Placing shadows where? I'll show you Italian shadows, German shadows, shadows. Where? Do I watch anime? Not a lot. I've seen like Akira. Can I swear in German? I can swear better in Italian. Ja, Porsche, Mercedes sind in Stuttgart. Schwäbisch, ja, Schwäbisch ist sehr, sehr schwer zu verstehen. What's the F-bomb in German? Well, ficken is the verb. Oops. Is that against TOS? I don't know. A British shadow. Okay, it would be very prim and proper. Okay, here's the thing. Here's how you do the shadows. You draw your head. Okay. If you don't want to draw, you draw your eyebrow. Okay. And if it's a very sunny day and the sunlight's over, you can basically do the eyes as kind of a thick line. And then the more you kind of meld it with the eyebrow above, okay, and then you do like the little tear duct flap of skin that's right there. You take the nose, and the nose looks like this. And you drop down a little triangle. The upper lip looks like a very thin mustache. And then you do like a little square underneath the lip there. And you have your basic dude with, if he's got sharp cheekbones, you put two lines in here that kind of come off the ear, drop it down, and then the chin would also, the whole head drops a shadow on the neck. All right? Alles klar? Oh crap, I drew it all off stream. All right, let's noch einmal. Okay, noch einmal. All right, let's do it again. You draw your head. Okay. Draw your eyebrows first. Okay. Your eyes are like two dashes, sort of like Iron Man's slots. You connect the two at the inner part where the brow is. Put two little dents which represent the flap of skin that's right under there, the tear duct. The nose is it's like the number 3. All right, but the middle, drop a triangular shadow down. Put the upper lip as a very thin line mustache. You got a little rectangular box underneath for the representing the lower lip. Your cheekbones come in off the ears. Line goes straight down. Drop a shadow off the head. Okay. Got it? Alles klar. Sehr gut. Simple. And then if it's brighter, connect that up. Just fill in that slot there. Extend the triangular shadow over the bottom lip. This whole mouth. Then cast a shadow. But the chin protrudes out, so it sticks out. The jowl gets a shadow. So now things start falling into shadow more. And as they gets even darker or brighter on top, everything starts getting heavier and heavier into shadow. And then eventually goes like that. And eventually that's the next state. And then eventually okay. And then eventually like that. Alright, I'm gonna get back to work. Ay. Got 2 minutes. What do I got going on? I got Batman. That's still has a fair amount of rendering I gotta do. Luckily that can of Red Bull was empty. Otherwise it would have been disastrous. Anyway, so the idea was like what I just showed you with the fabric and the shadows. I could just literally do them in 2 minutes. To the point. There would be no talk. I would just edit it so that I just literally just started. Maybe just do a voiceover so I don't have to worry about drawing and talking at the same time. So I would, and then just popping them up. Broadcasting them first on Twitch. Although they'd be 2 minutes long, that makes no sense. I guess I would just probably, maybe I string them all together, back to back, debut it on Twitch for fun, and then put up the individual ones on YouTube. So I find those tend to have a lot more views than individual characters because they're more universal. Everyone wants to learn how to do fabric. Has nothing to do with drawing superheroes or comic books. Useful tool for anyone that's interested in drawing. Sam Gadget, falling asleep, my eyes are closing. Bye, thanks for your heart of gold. As always, see you in the afternoon, Mr. Lee. Cheers. Awesome. Yeah, it's for the short attention span and everything. Mellow Artist 209 just woke up. Ralph van der Oven. See you later. What's a good way to learn proper anatomy and art? Hey, Ignite Comics, thank you for the bits. This is awesome. Looking forward to watching what I missed later at work. Troll Cave. Cave Troll has resubscribed for 8 months. Thanks for the support for all that time. Dying in Twitch has gifted a sub tier 1 to Cryotic. Thank you very much. Cool. That's very kind of you, Dying in Twitch. Dying in's Twitch. Duck Helmet is also subscribed. Get Mano, I assume you're watching from Turkey. Welcome in. Thanks for the best lunch break ever, Lemo Poi. You're welcome. My pleasure. Jeremy J. Joe has subscribed 2 months in a row. Jeremy L. Joe, thanks, man. Totally a fan. TAF bought a bunch of supplies. Awesome. Ralph van de Oven. I love how they say my name. The Dark Ninja 84. You're my favorite artist of Batman. So glad my local comic book shop told me you stream. Thank you. Someone with a very bright green handle. Oh, Cynthia Yip. Just woke up. Good morning from New York City. Good morning, Cynthia Yip. All right. So you see this whole side of his face. This is going to get darker and darker. And if I weren't such a wussy, I would have just blackened it all out. But like I said, I want this piece because it's not a dynamic pose. It's going to be all about textures and value. Now, I'm not talking about moral values or beliefs. It's values that are termed for how dark or light it is. Right? There's color, hue, and value. If I can do a very quick art lesson. Color would be blue. We all know what blue is. Hue would be what kind of blue? Like cobalt blue, baby blue, blue green. Yeah, so those are all different kinds of blue, right? Light blue, sky blue. And then value is the darkness of the blue, really kind of the K content of it, the sign, yeah. Meaning if you converted a painting with all sorts of blue colors, baby blue, cobalt blue, powder blue, and took the color out of it, made it a black and white image, everything you would see would be in different shades of gray. And all of those would be values, right? So the powder blue would have the lightest value, the cobalt blue would probably be one of the darker ones. So it allows us to talk about a painted image or art in a way that is very specific and that other artists can understand. So it's super useful if you work in an ad agency or you're trying to do a design. You can say, hey, it's too dark, lighten it up. Now lighten up all the values, right? We can say the hue is off, it's too green, make it more red. Then you can say, hey, take that hat, I like it, but can you make it darker in value, right? Meaning keep the same color, but just add more black into it. Superhero swimmer art, you're up. You weren't up in an hour, dude. So for those of you who are considering a career in comic book art, this is par for the course. It might just be easier to get a desk job, move and shuffle papers around. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life, dude. Superhero swimmer art. Chroma, intense or less intense, yeah. Alright, finished practice, got it. Do you guys want the left-handed sketch? The blindfolded sketch? Okay. Alright. Who am I to deny you? You guys have been very amazing. Okay. Let's take a break here from Senior Batman. I've got, what do I got left? I got one other very quick Wonder Woman that I did with my right hand. I've got my my left-handed Wonder Woman, and then the blind Wonder Woman here. So we've got three. We're going to go right to, after I do these giveaways, we're going to do a raid. So Kate, if you want to send me where we're going to go. I don't know if my good friend Eric Canetti is streaming, but he might be a guy we could... Cynthia Yip has cheered. Thank you so much, Cynthia. You are an amazing supporter of the channel. I really appreciate all the bits. Thank God it's Friday for sure, and that's amazing Batman as always. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Maximilian Dude has subscribed using Prime. That's very cool. Vielen Dank. Okay, let's find Nightbot. What happened to Nightbot? Ah, there it is. Okay. So, for this to work, he's not streaming yet. Okay. Well, Kate, it's up to you to find someone. We have a pretty big rating team, so that's pretty awesome. So let's do this. Let's do this quickly. Let's start with the blind one. Some of you have deemed this to be the cute one. I did this with my eyes closed. If only I could do that while I was sleeping, right? Automatic drawing. Yeah, thank you. So, while we're wrapping this up before Iversberg, bist du ein Deutscher? Bist du auch ein Deutscher? Woraus kommst du, Ivansberg? Ich kann nur ein bisschen Deutsch sprechen. The Bernard Chang has subscribed. Thank you, Bernard Chang. Vielen Dank. Mein Freund. Bernard Chang ist auch ein Comiczeichner. Ist wirklich fantastisch. Sehr schnell. Sehr nett. Ja. Oh, woher kommst du? Oops. I had that confirmed last time too and I screwed it up. Ich komme aus Hanover. Hanover is where they speak Hochdeutsch. It's like it's supposed to be the best German in all of Germany. Also, okay, all right, let's get this done. To be eligible, you have to type in something to chat. Do not spam it. Thank you, Angry Panda 888. Appreciate the bits. Quick Draw 13, Jamie. Free comic book day in 10 hours. I'll be sketching at the Phantom Zone and Books Kino Kuniya in Sydney, Australia. Thanks for the inspiration. I'm pumped. Congrats on your Phantom assignment. It's been lovely to see your ascent in the business, and congratulations on that cool professional assignment. All right, I'm going to roll this. Caldingo is a subscriber, been following since February 20th. Caldingo, I'll send you a whisper later. It'll probably be in the morning when I'm more lucid, so please be on the lookout. Okay. Next one, left-handed. I should probably put it over here so you can see it. Yeah, so there's a Discord server where we're all fairly active on. It's a pretty cool community of people that are interested in art or artists themselves, into comics, movies, games. I don't know. We must have over 1,000 people at this point. And you get information about streams. You can make suggestions about how to make the streams better. It really fills in the time in between the live streams so that we can all kind of communicate. All right. This is the left-handed one. I'm gonna roll it right now. Pandemus. 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 Is this the third time you've won, dude? Is that possible? Oh, way more than 1,000. Sorry, I didn't know how many. Is that the third time, Pandemus? How's that possible? Is there software that allows you to hack a Nightbot? Not saying anything. It does happen. It does happen. Okay. All right. Here's the last one. Um, yeah, everything is hackable. But I'm sure he. Come on. Let's be appreciative of his amazing luck and celebrate our brother Pandemus as we curse his name softly underneath our breath. I'm gonna sign them all. They'll all be signed. Okay, here we go. Herbal Witch. Herbal Witch. Herbal Witch is not following, so I don't know if she's actually awake in stream. Wait, but I think you had to type something in the last 5 minutes. There you go. Thank you. So Herbal Witch. I will send you a whisper in the morning, so probably like 4 or 5 hours. Just asking you for a mailing address. Unfortunately, I need the full name when I mail it out. I'm not a creeper, don't worry. And I'll send those out either tomorrow or Monday. All right? So thank you guys for playing along. Thank you to our mods. Crispy's already rolled off. He's asleep. Crispy egg roll. But in chat now, we have Mod Prime Kirihiko, who let me give you. Oh crap, Kirihiko, and she is our mod who lives in Switzerland. But it wouldn't matter. She's awake all hours. And then our lovable Renee Elephant. No, I do feel like a creeper, because whenever I contact people, they give me their first name, and I said, "Look, I need your last name because to mail something, it sometimes will not get there without the full name, and sometimes phone numbers." And I usually just send it without the phone number most of the time, unless it's FedEx and it's a more expensive drawing. When we send out something like a $3,000 drawing, you want to make sure that there's a way to reach the recipient. So anyway, where are we going to raid? We're going to check it out. We're going to go over here. All right, I got the name. I'm going to type this in here. Thank you again to the mods. You guys were fantastic. I'm impressed, Ren and Kate, that you guys were able to last throughout the stream. I think, Ren, you were here from the beginning all the way through. Damn impressive, given that you have a day job. So we're going to go check this out. Thanks, guys. I'll see you inside the stream.